layer of availability sounds like kind of a technical term, but really it's pointing to a truth that everybody is wired differently. Everybody takes things in differently. Everybody has different systems, different facets of their being that are strong and capable, and some of them less well connected and functioning. They see the world using the language of different parts of themselves. Some people think in terms of relationship. Some people think in terms of space. Sometimes people think in terms of movement. Some people think, this endless variety. It's all fine. Recognize that no matter what somebody is showing, I, as a Rolfer, could see people sometimes, my God, they really need the work. Except that wasn't how they took in information, and it wasn't necessarily, that was a result of something that was more important for them. There was some other process that was deeper and closer to that central relationship, that was where they could be reached and touched, and where they could accept information in that metaphor, in that perspective of living. Some people need acupuncturists and respond very differently to the work than other people. Some people need Rolfers, some people need chiropractors, some people need osteopaths, some people need Feldenkrais people. There's all kinds of stuff out there. And sometimes you break your arm and you need a doctor and an ER, and that's good too. But this is all fine. And so the thing is not to glom onto somebody else's picture or idea. Somebody may be a fantastic practitioner, and that doesn't mean they're going to speak to you because of their language and the way they express, the metaphors they use. Or it may be the wrong modality altogether. Some people, I've known people who work through concepts that are very similar to what I work through in martial arts through their relationship with food. Janine Roth has some wonderful, wonderful stuff about mindfulness at a very basic feeling level through eating. Fantastic. Creativity. Talk about doing their work. Artists and writers. Movement people. Martial artists, dancers. Some forms of science. When you get really deep into, say, theoretical physics, the way they come to things is incredibly holistic. So, give yourself permission to want to hear things a certain way. Give yourself permission to ask yourself, how do I want to hear this? What form does this take? No judgment. And recognize that everybody has their own path. The more we are able to bring a piece of knowledge from one part of us back down toward the center of what is my experience of this concept or this shift or this knowledge being applied, of this stuff living in this part of my life. The more I can bring that back to the center, the better I can carry that into other parts of my life, because experience is central to everything. The rest of it's all just analysis and division. So let yourself have that flexibility and understand that other people are walking to the same destination, even if they are on a very different path. And language that helps you may not help them. Offer stuff up, but no energy behind it, because who knows? It may or may not work, and that doesn't mean their path's not valid. And it doesn't mean they're not doing what they need to do. So, layer of availability. Sometimes something's incredibly deep for us, but we need to be touched so lightly on the surface. And sometimes we need something to reach in and touch us at our very center so strongly. And everything in between. Be open to all of that.